Each year we do a holiday show where Alicia and I take you around and show you a few shops downtown and what's going on. Alicia actually brought up Fiddleheads, which is one of Diane and my favorite spots too. We constantly stop in there. So we're going to take you over there, hopefully get to introduce you to Joey Culkin, who is managing the shop right now, and show you all the changes that they've made there. But it's definitely a stop you got to make this holiday. We're also going to bring you, I think, quickly to Evans News on Main Street, and Jay's Art Shop and Frame Gallery, because those places tend to have thousands of items that you can choose from. But before we do take you there, we're going to take a few minutes to go through some dates and some activities that are occurring starting this December, because there's a lot going on here in Bennington. So I'm going to ask you to go grab a pen and a piece of paper, because I'm going to give you some websites, some phone numbers, some dates, and some activities. The big one I'm going to start off with right now is December 7th at 5 p.m. at the Vermont Veterans Home. The BBC and the Chamber of Commerce got a call this year from the Vets Home asking that we do the community tree lighting at the Vets Home property instead of downtown. We were thrilled to say yes, because we know now the vets can participate in the activity where before it was hard to get them all downtown. We're still going to have a tree down here, but please join us on December 7th at 5 o'clock at the Vermont Veterans Home for the community tree lighting. If you have any questions or like some more information, you can call us here at the BBC. Our number is 442-5758. On that note, I also want to mention, if you've been downtown this season to see the Fountain Memorial Park next to our office, you'll notice that it's all lit up this year for the first time. The park is almost done, but this year Bennington College, which has a program called Bennington Acts, and it's where all the students get to sign up to do a volunteer project each year. This year we had about 50 students sign up for the downtown projects, and that's preparing for the holiday season. So you see all the wreaths and the garlands that are on the lampposts. They helped us fluff them all up, put all the lights on, and get them ready for installation. And then in addition to that, they also took Fountain Memorial Park and took about 5,000 lights and lit up the entire park and the fountain. They did a beautiful job, so I'd like to thank all the students at Bennington College and invite you down to see it. It's a great addition to downtown, and it's something your kids will love to see. You can walk through it. It just feels really nice to see that. It feels kind of urban, but it looks really good. They weren't the only ones that helped prep that. There's weeks and weeks and weeks worth of work that go into prepping the holiday decorations. So I'd also like to thank all the volunteers at the BBC that joined us for our decoration preparation celebration, who spent a couple hours getting everything ready for the students to finish up. So thanks to everybody, and make sure you stop down and see that. And remember, December 7th at 5 o'clock, Vermont Vets Home. Another big news, and the big exciting news for downtown, is Oldcastle. Y'all know Oldcastle is moving downtown. The full season starts next year. However, they're going to have a show starting also on December 7th, so it's going to be a big night for everybody. The show Northern Boulevard opens up Oldcastle, and the curtain's going to rise on the first show downtown on December 7th. That show is going to run from December 7th to December 23rd. Matinees are 2 p.m. on Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday, and the evening performances are on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. The ticket for the show is $34, which is a great holiday gift to take somebody locally, to spend your money locally on holiday gifts. Stay out of the big box stores and give somebody something very special that'll keep the money in our town, that'll support a local organization, and it'll be an activity instead of just another item to give to somebody, and one that they're really going to enjoy. So think about buying a ticket for somebody and taking them to Northern Boulevard as a Christmas gift or a birthday gift, anything, but you got to support Oldcastle Theater and keep the money in our community. Speaking of Christmas or holiday gifts, that's a nice one to take it to, but if you want to give something to somebody who has absolutely everything, the perfect gift is an Oldcastle Theater Flex Pass. It's a nice gift for somebody. It's $115, and what it is you can use this Flex Pass toward four performances for the 2012-2013 season. Absolutely fantastic, and then it's up to that person. They can pick and choose which show they want to go to. So you can call Oldcastle Theater for tickets for the Northern Boulevard performance or for a Flex Pass at 447-1267, or you can go to www.oldcastletheater.org. and that's Theatre, oldcastletheater.org, for information on all the upcoming performances. So we got those two out of the way. And then for those of you that are on the Chamber of Commerce mailing list, you got the recent list of all the activities going on. So I'm just going to go through them real quickly so that we know what's going on. And you saw in today's paper, and it's probably already gone by before you see this, but we're thrilled that the Old First Church is celebrating their 250th anniversary. The celebration is going to be on December 2nd at 2:30. You can call us here for more information or reach the Old First Church directly. Bennington College. A lot of us take for granted the fantastic talent and performances that occur right here in Bennington for free for the entire community at Bennington College. There's a full listing if you go to Bennington College website of all their activities, or you can call the college directly and they'll give you a listing of what's going on. There's Sage City Orchestra has a performance at the Greenwall Auditorium on December 2nd at 2 o'clock. And there's a performance of Works in Progress by the Bennington student choreographers on Thursday, December 6th at 7 o'clock, and that's in Vapa. And there is a studio dance concert featuring works by current Bennington students, and that's on Monday, December 10th at 7 o'clock, and that's also in Vapa. At the Bennington Free Library for the season is the annual Holiday Art and Craft Show and Sale, and that's on December 3rd through December 31st. And the craft show features hand-knit items, jewelry, beadwork, quilted gifts by local artisans, and profits from the show will support the library programs and services as well as the local craftspeople. So this is, as you can see, the theme going on here is spend your time, spend your money in Bennington on something that really means something to somebody instead of just running through the malls picking something off the shelf that will be forgotten pretty quickly. For more information on library information, you can go to or email admin, ADMIN, at BFLI. That's Boy, Flower, Linda, Indian.org, and get the full listing of all the activities that are occurring at the museum, at the library. St. Peter's Episcopal Church, right here on the corner of School Street in Pleasant, is their annual Christmas tea is on Saturday, December 8th, and that is between 3 and 5:30. You can call 442-2911 for tickets, and the Christmas shop there will be open for shopping, and admission is $6, and tickets will be available at the door. The Green Mountain Christian Center, which is also downtown, right on Main Street, has the Green Mountain Christmas Gift Room. The Green Mountain Christmas Gift Room, this is about the 4th or 5th year they do this, where they collect up donations, they wrap up all the presents, and they make it available to residents in Bennington that are looking for gifts for their family members. That takes place on December 14th and 15th at the Green Mountain Christian Center at 440 Main Street. They would really like some donated gift items, and if you call 447-7224, they'll help you give you some ideas of what they're looking for donations. Last year they assisted approximately 500 children, so this is not a small program. It's a pretty large program they have running and could use a lot of help, and they do a great job doing that. I'd also like to invite you to a potluck dinner, which is being put on by the Southshire Community Market, which is the name of our local food cooperative that we're working on getting started. It's going to be on December 12th at 6 p.m. at the Second Congregational Church on Hillside Street. Love to have you come. All the shareholders and members are going to be coming and bringing something to add to the potluck dinner. But it's going to be informational too. We're going to tell you where we're at right now with setting it up, how we're looking for locations, what it means to be a member, how much it costs to be a member, and we're asking all current members to bring a friend with you. Everybody is asking me about it all the time, but we really need your support up front. It's an initiative that without local support, I mean it is a co-op, without the local support it'll never get off the ground. But we're moving ahead pretty quickly, but that's the night that we'd like to get all of our shareholder members together for the first time for the first meeting. So we look forward to seeing you on December 12th, 6 o'clock, Second Congregational Church. Feel free to come. It's open to the public. Love to have you bring something, but if not, please show up anyway. And one more thing before we hit the road. I know there's a lot, two more things. Right behind me is the Bennington Museum Festival of Trees. This past weekend, we were fortunate to time our downtown event, which was the Small Business Saturday, with the beginning and the kickoff of the Festival of Trees. So we were thrilled to work with them, and as you saw in the paper, most likely, they had about 700 kids join them up there for Santa Claus and the Children's Shopping Day and the kickoff of the Festival of Trees. Got to get up there to see that and make that a holiday habit. The gala is on December 8th, and that's at 7 p.m., and that is right at the museum. And if you call the museum at 447-1571, you can get tickets or get information on how to be at the gala. I went last year. It was a blast. Actually, I've been the last 2 years. A really fun event, and the Festival of Trees is really spectacular up there. The last event at the museum for the Festival of Trees is the Afterglow Holiday Dance Party on Friday, December 21st. That's between 8 and 11, and it's $7 at the door. And just call the museum at 447-1571 for more information. Or you can go to benningtonmuseum.org, and all that information is listed there. We'll probably have that up on our website pretty soon too, just so you can get information. That's it for at least the activities that I have listed and we've collected here at the BBC, but there is a lot more going on, as everybody knows. That was it for about the holiday events that we had listed here today, but as you know, there's a lot more going on. So if you check our website, it's thebetterbennington.com, click on events around town, it should add some more information to it, or you can call the chamber at 447-3311 for additional events and activities. If you're added to their mailing list, Joanne will get you her monthly update of all the events and activities that are going on. There is a project that myself and the BBC are working on along with some other people. It started from the Vermont Council on Rural Development. A lot of you participated. There's about 300 or 400 of us that met over at the firehouse last year. And the group that I'm chairing is the Downtown as a Destination group. And we have about 4 or 5 items that we're focusing on, but one in particular that you probably heard me explain during the last select board meeting, but it's the First Fridays. We're starting that next spring. The first Friday will be on May 3rd, and what we're focusing on is having lots of activities downtown at one time. The shops will be open till 8 o'clock. It's something we've been asking for years. So I want to make sure you're all there to support the merchants who stay open that night. But to entice you down, we're doing a gallery walk, and the BBC Arts Committee, along with the local artist groups, are working on expanding the galleries that are downtown throughout the winter, so that we'll have openings and gallery walks on the First Fridays. We're also going to have outdoor movies. Of course, Old Castle will be having a performance that evening. The Bennington Contra Dancers will be having a dance that evening at 7:30 at the First Baptist Church. And there's going to be entertainment, music, arts, everything that we can possibly think of going on at the same time, starting on May 3rd. The dates will be May 3rd, June 7, July 5th, and August 2nd. And if it goes really well and everybody's enjoying it, we'll continue it. The reason I'm bringing it up again is because I want to make sure all the local organizations and groups are invited to participate. So if there's an activity or an event that you think would fit well with First Fridays, please give me a call here. It's 442-5758, and we'll make sure that your event, your organization is represented there, and you're adding to some of the activities. For instance, one group is the Second Chance Animal Shelter. That they're going to be doing a sidewalk chalk art contest for children, and they can do fundraising, plus it's a lot of fun and activities for the kids. So if your group has some idea that you'd like to do, just give me a call, and we'll make sure that we make it part of the event. All right, well, thanks for sitting through that. I hope you got those dates written down. If not, the show plays many times. You can watch it over and over. We're going to make our first stop here at Jay's Art Shop and Frame Gallery. We stop here every single year because there's so much to look at, and Jay and Joan are such great hosts. So join us as we go inside and see what they got for some gift ideas for this year. Our first stop, as I told you, was going to be Jay's, and we're here with Joan Zwinenberg. Joan, thank you very much for letting us pop in unannounced. Can you tell us a little bit? We saw about this gift that's here up on the counter. When we've stopped in 2 or 3 times, we keep looking at it, and I know Diane's already bought one.
There's monster bugs, and there's cars, and they're all and tractors, and they're all compatible with Legos.
So, like the existing Lego pieces, you can clip right onto these, and then it comes with a little platform that is what lights it up?
Yes.
Big selling item, I'm assuming?
It is very big.
Is it the first year that you've
Yes,
sold them?
it's first years we've had these, yes.
Excellent. Yeah, I know
Good
it.
test this year.
Excellent. What else is a hot item this year for a gift? Sorry to
We've done
Gotcha.
very well with our clothing.
We had mentioned some you had mentioned some clothing over here in your
Yes.
section over here. I didn't realize how much you had, but you decided to model for us some of the items that you had. These are the coats you were talking about?
Yes, they are reversible jackets, so there are different colors on the other side with different colored buttons.
Yeah, very nice. And you said they're Winding River?
They're by Winding River, yes.
Is that a new item this year? Or you carried
No,
these
we've
last
had
year?
it for 3 years.
Yeah, really nice. And you also popped down a scarf, also Winding
Yes.
River? Or
No, it's a different company.
it is, and there's a lot of those. I don't know if Alicia can catch them over here, but you have
There
a
are a lot of them.
huge selection over here of all of those to choose from.
Yes.
Those are nice gift ideas. And then this is the hat that we buy Alicia every single year, the little sock monkey hat. And these aren't just for kids. These are adult sizes
That's
too.
an adult hat. You can put it on, John.
Fantastic. So hats for adults, hat for kids.
Look at her.
They also have the little slippers and stuff that
Oh, yes,
match
they
these
do.
things.
Right.
When you come into Jay's, go to the right-hand side. That's where all these items are.
Right.
Really nice selection over here to choose from. So there you go. We have 2 gift ideas. Lots to choose from in front of the clothing and the hats and the winter wear over in the corner here. Or gifts for some of the kids are the Legos. Really new item. Be something special under the tree. They'll be happy to see it. Before we leave, I'd just like to say thanks, Joan. Everybody stop down. Joan's back at work. It's great to see you.
Yes.
Have a great holiday season. And just want to thanks for letting us in today.
Okay, thank you very much.
Well, now next up, we're going to hit Fiddlehead. I'll bet most of you have no idea where I am right now, but we're going to introduce you to a special little spot in Bennington and show you what you can do while you're here. I'm going to introduce you to Joey Culkin, who has been running Fiddlehead on the corner, and there is a little spot right in Fiddlehead where you can come in and leave your message for everybody to see. And Joey posted on his blog and I think on their website, I'm not sure, but come on in, leave a message for everybody. He photographs them all and restores them, and then you can come in, and when the wall fills up, scratch it off and leave a message for the next person. Told you I wanted to introduce you to somebody. One of our newest friends downtown is Joey Culkin. Joey, thanks for joining us on Spotlight.
Thanks for having me.
Joey, you've been at Fiddlehead now for about 6-7 months?
4 or 5 months.
Really?
Yeah, close,
Well,
yeah.
Made a big difference. I know
Thanks.
talking with Joel, they love having you here and love having you downtown. We see that you're open all the time.
Right.
You have some late hours, and it's great seeing the shop open.
I think it's good for downtown too that people see us. We have a lot of business owners saying, "Hey, we came in. It's great to see you open again. It's good for downtown." So you know, I'm glad to be able to help out a little bit.
Yeah, and I wanted 2 subjects. One, kind of a little misconception about Fiddlehead that we were talking before we got on camera, and 2, to tell us a little bit about where we are.
We are in the graffiti vault. It's the only graffiti vault in America, we think. This is an old bank, obviously, from 1929 to 1997. It became the art gallery in 2001. 2 months ago, or even last month actually, we turned this vault, which had been the animation vault, into the graffiti vault. We painted all the walls into chalkboards. We filled it up with all this great chalk, big fat chalk, as you can see. I'll hold one up closely, big fat chalk. And the whole point of it is we're an art gallery and we want artists to come in and just write on the wall.
Wait, don't write over mine.
No, yeah, well, this is the most important thing.
There we go.
Shop
Okay.
local.
Now you can write anywhere else.
But the whole point of it is, have fun, come in. When's the last time you could write on the walls and not feel guilty about it or get yelled at? Four corners. It's just awesome. It's just so much fun.
And we know there's lots of artists in town, so come on down and show us what you can do. Joey, thanks for your time. We're gonna go back out into the showroom.
Yeah.
We're gonna look at some items, and then you tell us. Let's talk a little bit about the misconception of the price tags here at Fiddlehead.
Oh, definitely.
Great. We came out into the showroom, and Joey, I wanted to talk about a few things on your showroom floor. First of all, we started, one of our clips was over at the Guild, and we film over there all the time. And that's all just the local artists. But we were talking about what you feature here, and it's artists from all over North America,
All over
including
the country.
some...
New York to California to New Mexico to North Dakota. We have one Vancouver artist who does a lot of glass. But we also have a lot of Bennington canvas artists, oil on canvas. We have one artist over there named Cheryl Conklin from Bennington. She does a lot of pointillism. I'm going to walk over there really quickly.
Who's this?
This is Cheryl Conklin. She's from Bennington. If you've
Oh,
ever
right.
heard of
I do know
MC
Cheryl.
Escher.
Yeah.
MC Escher is a famous Dutch artist from 100 years ago.
That's the one that reminded me most of his, when we were here at the CD
Right.
release.
Yep.
That's what it made me think of.
Again, this is right out of MC Escher right here. And these are all points, and lines and dots. And all of these images. So this is great. Cheryl is from Bennington, and these are all on sale for $100. And we're trying really hard to sell these for Cheryl because she's a great girl, and this is just such intense art.
Yeah.
But we also have a couple of North Bennington oil painters, oil on canvas. Stella Eric and Brian Hewitt.
Everybody knows Stella, of course. She's been
Right,
around.
she's
in the-
world famous. She's
Yeah.
taught all over the world. She's taught at Bennington College. She lives in North Bennington. And Brian Hewitt lives in North Bennington. He used to work at the Bennington Banner. He's back in town.
He was out in California for quite a few years, right?
Yeah,
And just
he
came
went
back.
to the Dominican for a while to have a little bit of fun, and then he came back and started painting. And we feature Brian's work up there, oil on canvas. It's great stuff. So we have Brian Hewitt's newest series. They're diamond-shaped. It's his North Bennington series, and they're in diamond frames. They are prints, and one of them shows Prospect Street from North Bennington. One of them shows the main street in North Bennington from 1923. This is an actual picture, the middle one, that hangs in a bar in North Bennington. And this last one is the old Bennington firehouse from 1923 or 29 or something. But this is his new series, and he loves it. He's been promoting it everywhere. And
That's the angle if you're like dining on the patio out at Pangea.
yes.
You can look up and see those two buildings.
Exactly.
It's beautiful out
And
there.
depending on how many glasses of wine you had,
Gets
the reality might start bending too. But yeah, that's
Just-
really cool stuff.
Spectacular stuff. We're going to close out our little shot here at Fiddlehead with some fancy camera work by Alicia. But before we do, I brought up a couple of times already about maybe a misperception of the price range here at Fiddlehead. Just because you have some spectacular stuff, one-of-a-kind, unique artwork, it doesn't mean you're not loaded also with really unique gifts that are extremely affordable. I mean, right down to like stocking stuffer size.
Well, yeah, we have a lot of great glass, a lot of great jewelry in the $20 to $50 range.
Yeah.
We have some really cool pens. We have a lot of ceramic dishes, plates, mugs, cutting boards, everything. You know, the misperception was, wow, Fiddlehead's a little bit too fancy, but
Yeah.
you know, we are fancy, but it's good fancy and it's affordable fancy, because what's the point of having all this great stuff if you can't go home with it? So a lot of $20 to $50 presents and stocking stuffers and Hanukkah presents, Kwanzaa. Any other holidays out there? I mean, there's
My birthday,
your birthday.
yeah, that's coming up.
John was saying he might like a menorah, a glass menorah, so keep that in mind. If you're
I actually have one on my mantle at the office there.
Okay, well, we can give that one away and we'll get you a new one.
There we go. Okay, so I'll take a glass of or a mezuzah to add to the devotion.
Exactly.
My president's Jewish, and she's teaching me all of this stuff.
Right.
So
That would be a great present for your teacher. She would love
it's
a glass
my
of
president,
mezuzah.
not my teacher. I don't have any
your
teachers. I haven't had a teacher in about 40 years. But the president of our board, she's the one that gave us the menorah for our mantelpiece.
Very nice.
Yeah, so it's nice stuff. So I just want to remind you, stop in here, and you can tell the theme of the show is stay away from the big box mall junk you're just pulling off the shelf to buy a gift. But come in and find something that's really special for somebody. Some of it's one-of-a-kind stuff, and it's not only a great gift for somebody that a lot of thought went behind it, but it's supporting the local arts, supporting the local businesses, and giving a gift that really means something. So, Joey, thank you very much for taking the time today.
Thanks. And if I
Beautiful
could just
spot.
add one thing, it's
You
just
bet.
Fiddlehead at Four Corners really cherishes downtown Bennington and all of Bennington, you know, with the book giveaways that we've had and many of the other events. We've had concerts here with local bands and
Just did a CD release here.
exactly. Trey Anastasio had a big listening party and we opened it up to the community. So Fiddlehead has been here for 12 years and we love Bennington and we hope to see more Benningtonians come through the door here. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. And don't make the mistake I made, because he smacked me around. I call it Fiddleheads. It's not
Right.
Fiddleheads, it's Fiddlehead.
Fiddlehead at Four Corners, and we
There
have
you
a
go.
website finally after 12 years, www.getartbehappy.com.
Is there a phone number too if somebody needs to reach you here?
Right, all the time, 802-447-1000. I'm Art Gallery Dude. Give me a call and I'll answer all your questions.
All right. Thanks again, Joey.
Thanks a
Happy
lot.
holidays.
Happy holidays, John.
Stay tuned. We're going to hit one more spot before we end the show, and I think we're going to head down to Evans News. Hey, Dave from Evans, we asked him, show us some items that are really popular this year. And believe it or not, I think it's the same item that was popular about 200 years ago. But this is the place to stop to pick something up. Really unique, kind of whimsical too. They're a little low right now in stock, but he said there's more coming in. So by the time the show films, there'll be more to choose from. Adult sizes, kid sizes, really cute, really funny, lots of funny sayings on them. And one of the best things about Evans News, if you're sending gifts to family out of state, or you're bringing gifts with you when you travel, Evans is really the first place to stop for Vermont ideas and Vermont products and Vermont-made gifts. Special stop, but I think you all know that because you've all been in here many times. Oh, that's nice. This is like a gift pre-made, and I know they do quite a bit of these around the store. They'll take one of the products and like a little specialty product, like a handmade wooden bowl, and then they'll put the products right in it, and it's all made up for you and ready to go. Showing you one section of Evans News, which a lot of people probably don't realize is here, but it's a collection by Ken Carlson, who you all probably know from Bennington. But it's the geodes, and he gets them in, and Evans has the largest display of the geodes in the rock collection for Ken Carlson in the area. A lot of interesting stuff, and the prices they're like $15 up to a few hundred for some really unique pieces. For collectors, great thing, and for kids to maybe get them interested in it, a nice way to start a collection. We're going to be closing out the show here at Evans News, but before we do, on behalf of Alicia Romack from Legacy Images of Vermont, and then the board and the staff of the Better Bennington Corporation, and myself, I'd like to wish you a very happy holiday. Thanks for joining us each month. If you have any ideas that you'd like us to film or cover throughout the year, just give us a call at the office and we'll make sure we include it. I'd also like to say a special shout out to all those folks who say they watch the show all the time and they sit through it right up to the very end. But before we close out, Alicia's going to take you around Evans News and show you just some of those unique ideas. Some of the products here, like Bennington candles, made right here in Bennington, and as you can see, it kind of covers all the wishes for the season for all of you. So once again, thanks for joining us. We'll see you next year in January.